Cakewalk down Main Street, lean and step. Got sound 360, buds connect. Slow dance with a Chris sip chair wheel. I'm an indigo baby, life on stilts. It's a day, it's a time, it's a moment right now. And I gotta get down. Not a second, not a minute, not a last call, baby. Won't live with a maybe. So I step when it's real, bounce when I feel. Get the good flow, move something, get healed.
I don't got much, but I got a great pair of personalities.
Please give a warm round of applause for your Hollywood hoochie mama, Salina EsTitties!
Are there any straight men in the audience? Hi. They're my favorite. You're my favorite. You know, if you squint your eyes, I look like Jessica Rabbit. If you open them, I look like Roger Rabbit, bitch. Stop trying to look for my carrot. Stop trying to look for my carrot. That's my carrot. It's wabbit season, okay? I prefer straight men over gay guys, you know? Have you ever noticed too, like, I was comparing myself like as a gay boy and I'm trying to date in Hollywood. It's hard because all the guys in Hollywood are so hot. And I don't look like Jacob Elordi out of drag. I don't look like him. And it made me think too, like, I feel like we don't really have a lot of heartthrobs these days, like straight heartthrobs. You know, back in the day, we had Mario Lopez. We had Antonio Banderas, Puss in Boots. Yes, we had Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Bitch. It was sickening. They were so hot. And they were like these ideals of masculinity male you wanted to marry. Who are the heartthrobs today? William Levy? I mean, you're naming gay people, aren't you? I don't look like these gay people. I don't look like them. It's hard out here. Yes, gay men are sluts. I hate gay men. They're just sluts. They will suck a dick on the way to the gym and call it cardio, bitch, okay? They get a lot of reps in, all right? They got the protein shakes. They're just so slutty, myself included. But like, what I love about straight men is that sex to them is a privilege. You know, they don't get it all the time. So the opportunity for it is like, baby, they're excited, you know? And the thing is, they'll work for it. They're actually nice to you. They're not like these nasty gay men, you know, who just expect it. Look at them, they're all mad at me. Calm down! No, you're getting red. You're usually getting bread. It's fine. It's fine. So the thing is, straight men, like, you know, they will like text you and pick you up and wine and dine you. And they'll call you, this is my favorite, they'll call you little cute pet names. And I like it, bitch. Like, I don't know if it's demeaning to women, but for me, bitch, call me a baby girl. Call me sweetie pie. Princesa. Ooh. Bitch, okay, it feels good. But like, if I had to think if I'm a princess, bitch, I'm Fiona from Shrek, okay? I am. Because this is what happens when they get with their princesa. It's all sexy. We're having a good time. We're getting to it. But baby, by the end, my makeup is smeared. The 5 o'clock shadow is showing. My eyelashes over here. My titty had done fell back there. My wig's falling back. And they turn the lights on and they're like, I'm like, donkey? They're like, that's an ogre, bitch. They're like, where's my princesa? I look like Eliza Sue from The Substance after sex and drag, bitch. It's not, I really do. I'm like, love me. And I'm walking all funny. There's holes in my tights, because I'm wearing tights too. They make holes in my shit, bitch. I'm like, you gonna pay for these tights? It's rough. It gets rough. It gets rough. I'm scared. I'm like scared of myself. I don't look at myself in drag, out of drag. It's scary. It's hard times out here, guys. It's desperate times. You guys, you know, drag queens come in all shapes and sizes, and they all do it for different reasons, right? Me, I consider myself like a stripper clown. You know? Like, I'm here to entertain you, make you feel sexy. I'm stressing the straight guy out. You know, but you'll go home and you may have nightmares about me. And I kind of want to eat your babies, right? So, I'm like, hi, Georgie. I recently, I was in Arizona recently because they had canceled their Pride event. There was some legislation that was passed and they canceled their Pride event. So this group of community members got together and threw their own little Pride in protest, regardless of what was happening. And yes, right? And you know, it's so sweet. I get to travel the world now because of RuPaul's Drag Race, baby, and it's fabulous to like go to these small towns and see them just have this pride celebration together. It's really fun. So I get there, and there's this like baby clown stripper that runs up to me, and I'm like, I was like, yes? And she's like, Salina, there is a senator from the House of Representatives who was out here who was trying to pass this drag bill on us. And I looked at this creature and I said, well, yeah, if it looks like this, I passed it too, bitch. It was the baby queens. I'm praying for you. We were all baby queens once. But no, she's like, no, but you don't understand. This guy had your name in his mouth. And I said, that's funny. Republicans like to put other things in their mouths of mine. That's interesting. Apparently, he said, do you really want your children being performed by an entertainer called EsTitties? And I said, first of all, bitch, I ain't trying to perform for no kids, bitch. Let me tell you something. They're always trying to say they're grooming the children, Bitch, you know how long it takes to groom myself? I ain't trying to groom no children. I bought this wig, bitch. I ain't trying to groom nobody. I don't have a beauty certificate. I can't do that. I'm not qualified. You know, and then they're always like making a big deal about Drag Queen Story Hour. I ain't trying to read to no kids. I'm illiterate, bitch. What the I'm still trying to figure out what happened, why the cat was in the hat. Why the is the fox in the box? Why is the Grinch so mad at Christmas? So keep it to yourselves. I don't want no children, bitch. I ain't trying to be with no kid. You know, so I was gonna say too, like, you know, I hook up a lot. It's been fun, but I turned 35 and I had a freaking like mental breakdown. I was like, what am I doing with my life? Looking like Eliza Sue in the mirror at 35, I looked at myself and said, things need to change, bitch. And so I've been dating a different caliber type of guy. I've been dating guys who have jobs. Like real big boy jobs. And they also have like really nice, clean apartments. It's been so new and interesting to date this kind of guy. And it's showing me that I'm allowed to aim higher. It's been so nice. It's been so nice. It's still been a struggle because the drag thing's always a problem for them. You know, they don't understand it. But I have to, you know, I'm trying to find confidence too in that. And like, you know what? I'm at the top of my game in the drag world, bitch. Okay? I've done flown around the world. I've done been on Miss Drag Race. I'm here at the Revry TV stand-up comedy special, bitch. I'm doing okay for a drag queen. Okay? Thank you. My titties didn't fall out yet tonight. Work. My coochie still showing? Okay. I see you looking. I said, okay, thank you, Daddy. Thank you. Did you block me from my feet photos once? No, that wasn't you. Okay. Just making sure. But yeah, you guys, I feel like today I have become less of a slut. I'm de-slutifying. It's been really interesting. It's a new way of living for me. I'm having fun with it because I'm having to make conversation and small talk, and that's been really new. But these guys who are higher caliber know how to talk. You know, they don't just push my head in the pillow. So it's been really fun to actually connect with guys. So I am looking for love. If you're out there, if you're watching this right now, and if you got money and a nice place, bitch, and you like potatoes, hit me up. My name's Salina EsTitties.
I'm the Jason Bateman of trans men, with the heart of Patrick Bateman. I have no personality.
Give it up for a personal friend of mine, the Clark Kent of comedy, Marval A.
I learned some geography recently. Okay, I'm excited about it. I like to learn. I was watching a documentary on the Mariana Trench. Yeah, the Mariana Trench. Yeah, some people may be familiar. Last night's show, there's a lot of men who were like, I know what it is! And I was like, okay, great, steal my joke. No, I was watching a documentary, science documentary on the Mariana Trench, and I would love to share what I've learned, which is that a bunch of dudes were in a boat in the ocean back in the day, and they were just dropping rope looking for holes. And they began one day in the ocean, they began to drop a rope in to look for these holes. And this rope just kept going. They actually had to get more rope. It was just going down. Kept going. They were like, damn! One of the guys was like, that's a deep hole. Whew. Yeah. And I'm just wrapped with attention. I'm like, this is crazy. And they named her Mariana. Who is she? I want to know more about her, huh? Who is she? I'm just wrapped. I'm sitting there. I'm like, wow, that was a deep hole. The narrator goes, the Mariana Trench, the world's deepest hole, plunging 7 miles down into the ocean. 7 miles down into the ocean. I am just wrapped with attention. I'm like, this is f***ing awesome. And my dumb boy brain, let me tell you something about testosterone. Okay, when you elect to take testosterone like I have, you become infinitesimally stupid. You just get dumber by the moment. I'm sitting there, he's talking about there's no oxygen down at the bottom, but still subspecies exist, and I'm just like, the Mariana Trench is the world's deepest holy shit. Yeah, that's all I'm thinking. That's the world's deepest vagina. The narrator continues. He goes, in fact, the Mariana Trench, this person's losing it, I love it. In fact, the Mariana Trench is so deep that you could take the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest, and fill it in the Mariana Trench, and there would still be 2 miles left over. And I'm like, of course the world's biggest is still too big for the world's biggest dick, and that's why men are salty. Nature's trying to tell us something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, of course that's why they're starting world wars. They know. Can you imagine if Mariana was a person? She'd be like, Everest. She takes the mount off his name. She's like, you've been demoted. You can't fill it. You better have some swerve game, because, like, she ain't filling this bitch up. No. Everest is like, men die trying to climb me. I promise I'm a big deal. She's like, get out of here. Yeah, it's crazy. Life survives down there. There's no oxygen. Like, that sounds... There's a mysterious life that just comes on out. It's incredible. I personally love being a man with a Mariana Trench. Like, I love it. I wouldn't give it up for the world. Yep. And if you want to join, you can too. Okay? No, it's a weird time. It's a really weird time being a man with a Mariana Trench. It's weird. Weird. It's weird. And gay men make it harder for me. Okay? Yes, gay men, I'm coming for you right now. This is for you. This one's for you! Gay men, I'm a little annoyed right now. Because in the good Lord's year of 2025 and 2026, gay men took it upon themselves to be like, you know what? We're gonna teach straight white women about hockey and catching print. Catching print! I'm not happy about that part. I don't care about the hockey part. But I'm not happy about the catching print part. Now, for those who do not know what catching print is, catching print is when you deduce the size of a man's hog based on the shape of the print that is made in the print of his pants from said hog, okay? And of course, the gays are meticulous, and they're like, there's a grading system, A, B, C, and D. It's very German of you guys. I don't like this. As a Jew, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. There's a grading system. A is for a chode. So an A is like there's no print. You cannot catch that, no print has been caught. A is a chode, okay? B, C is like regular, slightly above average. D is a Donkey Kong level schlong dong. It's a huge John Hamm. I'm just seeing John Hamm right now. It's a liability. A D is a liability. Now the thing about, I want to say, I deeply love. I want to say one thing about catching print. I deeply love that we are objectifying men at the level that we have been objectifying women for the entirety of history. Yeah! I love that men are getting objectified. I do, thank you, gay men. But there is a group of people that don't love that now women know about catching print, and that is every transgender man you've ever met. None of us are happy about this. I used to just free ball it out in the world. I would just wake up, I'm a little neurospicy and ADD, and like, I don't want an extra step in my day, and now I have to think, am I gonna be an A, B, C, or D today? I don't know, because I'm a AAA on that scale, all right? Okay? Yeah, And then if I shove 4 socks in, yeah, I'm a D, but then I have a boner at the grocery store. Like, I don't want to do it, you guys. I'm tired. The cabal of gay men who are like, Ryan Murphy, RuPaul, let's let the straight women in on a secret. We got it. And what? Sucks for trans men. Yeah, I know. I didn't. You see, I'm just triple Aing it right now. No, it's fun. I actually want to say, just like the first brick at Stonewall, gays, you guys didn't do this. It was a trans woman. Okay, trans women actually. Thank you. Trans women. Thank you. Let's give it up for the trans women. Gay men love to take the cake for what trans women have done. That's favorite thing. They're like, we threw the first brick. Gay men did not come up with catching print. Trans women have had a word for it forever. And I only know this because my partner happens to be a beautiful, gorgeous, exceptionally sexy trans woman. She's in the crowd. So catching print originally was called VPL. VPL. And the trans women, they keep it simple. They're like, we don't need a system. You either see that dong or you don't. And if you can't see it, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with that. They call it VPL. And I only found this out because we were at a gas station and we're leaving the gas station. She just turns to me casually and she's like, oh, the man in there had such a VPL. Did you see that? My dumb boy brain, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not looking at men's, I'm straight. And I'm like, VPL. And because my girl has a Gemini moon. Yeah, I said it. Because she has a Gemini moon, she's like, you gotta guess what VPL means. She made it a game. And again, dumb boy brain, I could not guess what VPL stood for. Can anyone guess what VPL stands for? If you're a trans woman, you're not allowed to answer this question. You, sir.
Visible penis line.
I see you. All the trans women in the crowd are like, that's it. There's no grading system. It's visible or it's not, we're out if it's not.
I knew women with big personalities. They also had ginormous camel toes.
And give it up for Sarah Rose Hyland as Kentucky Lightning!
The one thing that I miss about youth, come with me on this. The one thing I miss about youth is a nice queef sound. Sir, with your eyes closed. I didn't mean to wake you up, but do you know what a queef is? Yeah. This is your resurrection. It's a new day. You're coming alive today. This is it. It's like Easter. You're up. You've come back. So this is your time to tell the rest of the congregation here about what the definition of a queef is. I've done lost him. He's buried in his hands. It's okay. We can still see you, even if your eyes are closed. That's amazing. That's a very scientific, nice way of putting it that we will not have to edit out, possibly, for the filming of this show. So, are you a gay man, sir? That's all we needed. You don't need, that's all we needed. That's it. We all get it. It's okay. It's okay. You probably want to go brush your teeth because you just said it. I would imagine that. I would too. It is a vulva air flow. It's a pushed airflow. It's very confusing to a lot of straight men. Any straight men? Be as quiet as possible or they'll kill you. I swear to God, they will kill you. They will. Glad you're here. So, the thing is, you know, the vulva, I love that you are still dead on the inside from saying that. I feel like you and I should bump my pay, whatever you're gonna give me. I'm gonna put it towards his therapy, the first one, just like, pow, like just, my bad. That was my bad. So the thing is, like, okay, a queef is very scary, again, to hetero men, because it's confusing, right? Because it's like 4 a.m. and there's like just a Taco Bell fart, and like you don't know what it is. You're like, damn, like what? Why would you? Because it comes at the most craziest time. And the thing is, when you're older and when you're younger, newer to the planet, the sounds change. okay? Because it changes. Like when you're young, it's still taught. Can I talk about this? I didn't run this back. I just came out talking about vulvas, and I apologize. So, yeah, it's tight because, you know, when you're young, there ain't nothing up there, and there ain't nothing in there. It's just still, it's still intact. Okay, and I love your enthusiasm. That is awesome. I want that to be my ringtone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Like, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's what So, you know, the sound is a bit different when you're younger. It's kind of like, sounds like when the lips of a balloon just like a. Sometimes it happens when you lost a shoe the night before and you're like walking and you're like that. Because the imbalance of air, that's what happens. Punches up your uterine hole and just causes a nice like traffic jam. And so then you come down. But when you're older, things change, okay? Things get looser. Because there's been things in there, and there's been things out of there. And an older queef is different because it's more like the top of a sock that's lost its elastic. It's more of a haunting sound, if you will. It's just that one sock you just won't get rid of. And you're like, it's hard. Let it go. It's stiff. You gotta throw it away. But you're like, no. And you're like, it's like that sock. So it's more of a haunting, more of a. Don't look away and remain eye contact. And it's crazy, because then after that, like an eagle flies out. There's like cobwebs on it. It's crazy. That's how old it is. So it's like, because here's the thing. Like when you get older, like when you go to the grocery store, okay? and they're like, do you want a bag? And I'm like, no, I don't want to be that jerk that's dissing on the planet because they need a bag. So I'm like, no, thank you. I have a God-shaped hole. I got my God bag. I got my Jesus bag. Thank you. They don't know what I'm talking about, but the Lord does. So sometimes if I don't have a bag, which is most of the time, and I have carrots, I just put my leg out like that, and sometimes if I'm nasty, I'll leave the green tops on. Like I'll just leave all the green tops and just kind of do that.